as well as welcome you to the inaugural and what we hope to be ongoing tradition of the Lakeland College Community Book Read, where we invite members of our campus and the greater community to share in an evening of discussing good books and powerful stories. Please join me in welcoming Chad Harbach to Lakeland College.
Chad Harbach grew up in Wisconsin. He went on to study in Harvard and got his MFA at the University of Virginia. It took him 10 years to write this novel. It's his debut novel, and immediately it went to the New York Times bestseller list in the first few months of its publication, and since then it's been given great notoriety and acclaim.
Now I'm going to read a short chapter from very early in the book. Henry felt a surge of homesick joy when he heard his parents' voices on the phone that night. His mom in the kitchen, his dad lying on his back in the family room with the TV on mute, ashtray by his side, half-heartedly doing the stretches he was supposed to do for his back. In Henry's mind, he could see his dad rolling his bent knees slowly from side to side. His pants rode up to his shins. His socks were white. Imagining the whiteness of those socks, the terrible clarity with which he could imagine it, brought a tear to Henry's eye. Henry! His mother's voice wasn't Thanksgiving cheery as he'd expected. It was chagrin, ominous, odd. Your sister told us that Owen... Henry wiped away the tear. He should have known that Sophie would spill the beans. Sophie always spilled the beans. She was as keen to get a rise out of people, especially their parents, as Henry was to placate them. Is gay. His mom let the word hang there. His dad sneezed. Henry waited.
People asking you, like, well, why did you do it this way? Or what was with that choice? Or why did this character act the way he did? What's it like to have to talk about the novel that you created? Yeah. There are questions about, what does it mean? And, what was your intention? That you really can't answer. There's a certain set of questions that are for the reader to interpret. And what does it mean when this happens in the book? And if I'm going to try to answer that question, I'm only going to answer it as someone who has kind of read the book. And I haven't really, and I have read the book, but but my answer to that question is not necessarily any better than anyone else's answer to that question.
I was interested in how engaged the audience was in just listening to the discussion about the book. I kind of envisioned lots of people lined up at the microphone wanting to ask questions, but I think they were so compelled by the dialogue that was happening on the stage that they were rapt. They were so interested that they were happy to sit there and listen.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Another component that we're very interested in bringing to not only the community but our students here at Lakeland is the ability for them to engage with these writers in a more smaller, intimate setting. And so this afternoon, Chad Harbach met with writing majors and English majors who are reading the novel.
Different parts woven together. So was it something where you were sitting down and writing from beginning to the end, or what was the process that you used for that?
Well, that's a good question. My process was bad. I'd never written a novel before, and I had no idea what I was doing.
There's a great benefit to students who want to be writers, students who study literature, and as we continue to bring different types of writers to campus who are dealing with different subject matters. They're writing memoirs, they're writing novels about, historical novels about conflict, that the impact of these individuals on campus is going to spread to not just writing and English majors, but students who study history, gender, political science. And I think as this program grows and we invite different types of writers, that we can bring the community to campus to talk about the book, engage in questions and answers.